Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me check these streams, buddy.
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback on our Samurai Showdown stuff.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
People like that stuff. It's true, though. The game's great.
Yep. Let's see. Repost. Quote.
Did you ever play like Street Fighter for the Sega Genesis?
No, I did not. I only played on the Super Nintendo.
Man, I could never get into it. It always seemed slower. I don't know what it was about the Sega Genesis when it came to like fluidity of games. Like Mortal Kombat was the same way. It just kind of seems like it was lagging a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Which was crazy because Sonic was always like super fast, and then this game, everything else was just like slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a bunch of Sega people be like, nuh-uh.
Let's see here, buddy. Let me go check this link over here.
Are you excited for Skies of Arcadia?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm excited for Dragon Age or Dragon Quest 3.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days, buddy.
I'll be locked in.
All right.
Sorry, Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster.
Have you not finished it?
No, not yet. You know me, man. You know me. I wish I can get if we can get this podcast to the point to where I can play video games all day, that would be great. Because then I would.
It requires work, dude.
That's right.
Requires work.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, that's good.
We on Rumble?
Yeah, we're on Rumble. Should I tweet it out?
Oh God, you go tag the dude in it.
They ain't gonna.
No, you should try it one more time. And you should put a message like, "Please, for the love of God, retweet this."
You think they would?
They might if you ask them.
No, I don't think they would.
Say, hey, can we get a retweet this time? Since you literally giving everybody else one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. Maybe they don't like my face. Maybe that's what it is.
Probably is you.
They probably said, "Oh my God, what is this?
Okay.
What is this Chris Hemsworth looking guy on here?"
You know what? I am gonna tweet it out.
You know
Grant.
what? You should.
I should.
Come on, get Buckhead. Do it.
Let's see. Let me tweet it out.
Yeah, put your nuts on the table. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, tell him you go slap your nuts on his face. Tell him.
I ain't gonna say all that now. Come on. Now.
You get banned. Get banned.
At gaming on Rumble.
Fucking go ahead and tag Chris in that bitch too.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
He's over there in Mar-a-Lago and stuff, hanging out.
Yeah, I know.
But you ever notice he's like hanging out, but he's not really hanging out. Like all the pictures he has, he's like, there's like nobody around him.
What's that?
He's hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, but he's not like hanging out with anybody. It's kind of like he's just there.
That is true, isn't it?
He's not. You don't see any pictures of like Elon Musk or any of these other pictures. You just see him just chilling. So I wonder if he just showed up and he just everybody's like, "Hey, who's this guy over here?"
Okay, Grant,
are you ready?
I think we're ready, dude.
Let's do it.
I mean, we're live on everything.
All right.
Just about everything except for TikTok because we don't got 1,000 followers yet.
You have 1,000 followers?
Yeah, you got to have 1,000 followers to stream live on TikTok. It's not friendly to the little people.
Man.
To the small podcast. It's not friendly. I could say the same thing about Rumble. Y'all need to retweet us on Rumble.
And I guess I need to come up with some dances to get on TikTok. Some dances and
God, they'll cancel our channel if you do that.
They would be like, "God, is that Chris Brown?" That's what they'd say.
Is that Magic Mike? All right, let's switch over to the intro.
All right, let's do it.
All right, switching now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I am joined by my boy, Ed Phillips. I didn't have anything to say this time. I couldn't think of anything.
What?
I couldn't think of anything off my head.
This is episode like 53, dude.
I know, man.
52 straight. You have done with the
I am
intro.
joined by the bastion of the beard himself.
You slacker.
My boy, Ed Phillips.
Nope, don't count.
Yep,
You're
it counts.
slacker. You're slacker. 52 episodes in a row. And on episode 53, is it?
I am joined by the guy
You
who
do
looks
not
like
have-
Sean Connery himself.
Nope, too late.
Too weak.
You missed the intro.
Nope, sorry. Sean Connery.
Yes, I am Sean Connery.
Okay, there you go. So it counts.
Okay. Let me put my phone on silent, Grant.
Yeah, please do that. Nobody's calling you anyways.
No one's calling me.
Nobody cares.
All right. Grant.
What's up, man?
We got a pretty good show today.
All right, yeah.
We'll
see. We'll see about that.
So we got the top 10 most alpha game characters and or experiences.
Okay.
Got some gaming news at the beginning.
Okay.
And that's it.
Man.
And we're going to wrap it up.
It's been pretty slow, man. I mean, you can't make up stories. I mean, I guess we
it's
could.
Like it's a calm right now after the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, on our side is calm. The fucking lefties have lost their damn mind still.
Boy, it is getting
And
dynamic over there.
What did we say in our election stream? Like, it's going to be Russia. Russia did everything.
It's
2016 all over again.
Hold on. It's not Russia. Now it's Starlink.
Starlink.
Starlink is now the interference.
No, it's Russia. It's Russia still too. I saw enough on Russia today.
It's Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
It's Vladimir Putin and Elon Musk have teamed up.
Yeah.
Like Megatron. They have combined.
Yeah, no. Well, fascist. You're fascist.
No. Uh-oh.
Okay.
We're probably gonna get kicked off YouTube for saying Vladimir Putin.
Uh-oh. All right, Grant.
What's up?
Let's get into some gaming news.
All right.
Some good old gaming news.
Is it good though?
Some of it is. Let's put up my Twitter feed.
I feel like I bought the same camera that I had last time. That's what it feels like. It feels like the camera that I just replaced it with was the exact same one.
Yeah. Well, your camera's like garbage still, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's
You're garbage. Anyway, go ahead.
What was it? What do you call me?
What?
All right. X. All right. Let me switch to this. Okay. Grant.
All right.
All right. So, Artist Jenkins, he's the head of global policy on customer support at Twitch.
Okay.
You know what Twitch is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're streaming to right now.
Oh, God.
Probably
Here we
going
go.
to cancel it right there after we say this. All right. So, he goes on an anti-white rant. Anti-white rant and says America is a racist country and blasts Trump and his supporters as bigots and misogynists.
Uh-oh. What about fascist? He left that out.
All right. What's that?
He left out fascist.
Yeah. All right. 1 second.
All right. I got to get a background like Ed.
Yeah. No, my daughter came in here. I need my charger, Daddy. Okay. All right. But anyway, let's talk about this. All right. So has the CEO for Twitch said anything yet?
Of course not. It's not going to.
Why not?
Because he probably agrees with it.
I mean, you legit have a racist part of your crew right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a racist.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing about it?
Nothing. He's doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, I forgot. It's only white people. You can be racist toward white people.
No,
Right?
no. It's only racist white people if the message is not what they agree with.
That's true. Okay.
You could be white and say exactly what he's saying, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. So obviously he needs to stand up and say something.
He's not going to.
You know,
think he's going to? Nah.
Something needs to come of this because this is a very derogatory remark, and something needs to happen to him.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen to him.
Yes, we said it here. Twitch, if you're listening, this is unsatisfactory. So do something about it.
Nothing's going to happen. You can go ahead and count it because here's the thing: is ever since the election, everything has changed. The people, the battleground, like I told you, we've said this before. The battle lines have been drawn, and
they've lost their damn mind.
and people are going to allow things and things to be said and so on and so forth, and they agree with it. So,
Yeah. Okay, Grant.
mhm.
Guess what?
What?
Stellar Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Nier Automata, dude. Nier Automata. They're going to have a collaboration for Stellar Blade. And let me show you a video real quick because it's awesome.
Yep. That's going to be awesome.
It sure is, dude. It's going to be awesome. All right. Big fan of the Nier series.
Mm-hmm.
2B, definitely. So I'm glad they're doing that. And guess what also, Grant?
What?
It's coming out on PC.
It is coming out on the PC.
Stellar Blade is coming to PC. Boy, those mods.
I know.
Those mods
Oh,
are
yeah. Oh,
crazy.
Lord. I wonder if my PC can run it.
I don't know. All right, let's see. Oh, Grant, here, let's watch this video. This was posted by
Glad you showed
Grums.
this.
Jobs if DEI didn't exist to complain about. You wouldn't be making money on YouTube if DEI didn't exist. So you're really the ones that need it. Unless your game has only white dudes. If you have a woman, she better be fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know, get an ugly woman out of my game. That lady better be super smoking hot. That's the way they think, right? Back in the day, game development studios were primarily white dudes. And they didn't really think about diversity.
Actually,
and that's one thing, right? It was a lot rarer to find non-white dudes in game development. And as that changes, and as college and learning and all that stuff kind of becomes more ubiquitous and more available for everybody, more and more people from different walks of life
He doesn't know
want
what
to get into
ubiquitous
game
means.
development.
Yeah.
And then what happens then?
They're making the characters the people that they know, the things that they see.
And it's
Just like the white people do.
just like you put yourself into stories, right?
Yeah.
And I talked about that with Dragon Age Veilguard, how the game director, Corinne Bush, she's a trans woman. And sometimes in games, you just put in your own sort of experiences. And that's so natural to happen.
That's what art is.
It's nothing that's supposed to offend anybody. It's supposed to be, hey, fucking walk around and look around. The world has everybody. Your game's having it.
Oh, boy.
All right. So
Go ahead. Start from the top.
So let me close that. Okay. So this is Andy Cortez, YouTuber.
Andy Snortez.
Yeah. So basically what this guy has said, you know, he's going against the DEI grifters, you know, the guys that talk about DEI.
Like us.
And
That's fine.
I mean, like us and like everybody, a lot of people.
Like 80% of the people.
A lot of YouTubers talk about this.
Like the majority of gamers.
DEI in gaming.
Correct.
And so this is what his response to them. Oh, and you think this guy is middle field, right?
No,
you think he's middle field? Like, what do you think his political beliefs are?
Well, he's probably very sad right now, if I was to guess. He sounds angry.
Yeah, he's pretty sad, Grant. So let's see what he retweeted recently. Okay, let me go down here.
Was it Zion Williamson being hurt?
Yeah, so this is what he retweeted recently. Let me go here. Let me blow this up. So he retweeted, Republicans have elected Mogg, the Lord of Blood, as Speaker of the House. That's okay. Let's see what else he kind of leans towards. Oh, he retweeted this also. Internalized racism, social climb, perceived proximity to whiteness, misogyny, machismo, whatever. Machismo, severe religious indoctrination.
And now the post
He
is
also
unavailable.
retweeted, Trump could flat out say, I hate Latinos on live TV, and they're still going to vote for him. So what split political spectrum do you think he belongs to?
Oh, yeah. No. We know.
So obviously,
Well, first of all, here's
Andy
the thing
is
is-
obviously the opposite of what he calls the DEI grifters. He's just an opposite side of the issue grifter.
Well, here's the thing is I didn't have to read his Twitter. I could have looked at his stupid Starbucks glasses and his 1990s flannel shirt and the way he talks. Because anytime he talks, anybody who talks like this, Yeah, you already know.
Yeah. All right, let me close that for now. All right, so let's talk about this. We talk about a lot DEI in gaming. So the main issue that people bring up, your so-called DEI grifters, they bring up for DEI is that first off, it uglifies women.
Yeah.
Don't say objectify, it uglifies them. Okay. It makes women look like men majority of time when you have a lot of these character designs that we have seen, Concord included, big flop there. And then it also brings you games like Dustborn and other crap. Now, also, when we talk DEI, does it really bring in what you say real diversity? It does not bring in, DEI never brings in real diversity. It only brings in what we say all the time. It brings in only a single thought, a hive mind complex. And when it comes to creating and developing video games, DEI is a fucking virus. Because you have this hive mind thought and you don't have other people that have different backgrounds, usually political backgrounds, maybe more conservative. They're not in your game company giving up their ideas. And that's what happens in DEI. In other podcasts, we talked about DEI when it comes to hiring. Like, who are you hiring to fill in those DEI positions to hire people for your company?
Yeah.
Like Ubisoft and stuff like that. They have DEI actual sections, and they hire these people. And these DEI people that work these hirings, who do you think they're hiring? They're hiring like-minded people who the same as they are.
Here's the thing. This is all a moot point of what he's talking about, because if I was a game developer and I hired, if I hired some, black developers, Spanish developers, Asian developers, and they were all right-wing Trump supporters, they would say the same thing.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, that's all it is. It's not about the color. It's about the what you think should be in these games, and that's not what we want. And the thing about first of all, he was the first. The game developers used to be all white. No, they didn't. They were all Asian. First of all, they were. I mean, that's what they were.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, dude. Okay, so we already talked about this, but let me go ahead and bring it back up.
Dude's an idiot. Fuck him. That's what I say.
Yeah. All right. We already talked about this. Stellar Blade coming to PC in 2025. This is, I think, really big to me, because right now it's still only PlayStation exclusive. But I'm just thinking about the modding. Like, how far are they going to take the modding to this game?
Well, you already know.
It's going to be insane, dude. Like, you saw that.
What was that video of like that woman? They made her like super giant with like huge tits and a big like these people.
Yeah.
The goons are going to get a hold of this and turn this into. They're going to make it extra goony.
Dude, it's going to get ridiculous. Trust me. It's going to get ridiculous. But I don't mind. Okay. I mean, especially after all the crappy designs we've seen lately of Dragon Age of Veilguard, they don't know what women look like for some reason. They walk like, dude, there's one part, the Inquisitor in the Veilguard, the female elf, she walks like bow. It's really weird how she walks.
She's got knock knees.
Like, it's really stupid looking.
Man.
But the body frames of the women in the Veilguard just don't make sense. Like, this, it's really weird how Western game developers design females in their games. It's really odd and weird, dude. Like, compared to Eastern developers, for some reason, can motion capture a real person, a real woman, and actually get it accurate for some reason. But we can't do it in the West.
The biggest betrayal is the woman who played Lara Croft. The biggest.
Dude, ridiculous. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, Grant. That's really the gaming news. Unless you got anything else to talk about.
No. I know that they're talking about the Veilguard's numbers not being what they thought they were going to be.
Oh yeah, dude. I think it's looking pretty bad. Actually, let's pull that up real quick.
There's actually a lot of refunds and stuff taking place. Now, here's the thing. You gave your review. You gave a fair and honest review.
Yep.
Could some of this be people who are just doing this to say, "Hey, we want to make the numbers go down, buy it, and then return it" type deal? Possibly. But on the flip side, could it just be not a successful game? That's possible as well.
It's a very odd game. From our review,
Mm-hmm.
it's very odd.
Yeah.
Because it's set up at the beginning with the story as a high epic fantasy RPG. And then they kind of
It's like
plummet.
they jumped off a cliff.
And it plummets, and then it goes up a little bit, but then it plummets again.
It never recovers back to the peak.
My experience playing through the game.
Yeah.
And so let's read these. The game failed to reach 90,000, as you saw from like Baldur's Gate 3. That thing hit over 800,000 peak, of all time. That game was very successful. And the game has barely moved 500,000 copies. For a game boosted like this, it's not good. And we don't know how many of those are refunds. Because let me show you something else. Let me pull up something else, Grant.
The Shields were paid a lot of money to give these games good reviews.
Yeah. So let me pull up. Let me stop screen sharing.
And the thing about it, is they're only hurting their own credibility. Because people are just not even gonna give a shit about them anymore. They don't care what they say.
Yeah. Now let me pull up this screen share if I can. Let's see. Let me pull that up. Okay. Here we go. Share. All right. Let me know when you see this. Okay. Grant. You can't see these numbers, but I'm going to show you. These are my achievements in Dragon Age the Veilguard. Okay. Part 14, 2.2% players have finished this achievement on Steam. Now, the game is still only, 12, 13 days old. I'll give it that. People are still playing the game and trying to beat it. But I'm going to just show you. Now, part 13, these are just achievements by beating the story, right? 2.3% of players have finished this achievement. Part 12, 2.5. Part 11, 2.6. Let's keep going down. Part 10, 5.4%. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So part 9 is 8.9%. But after part 8, there's only 16.7% of the players that finish this achievement. So there's a drastic decline of people just not finishing this game after part 8.
At what point, where do you meet Tosh? How about that? Let's look at that.
Tosh is actually around there.
Okay. Well,
it's very close, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's very close to that.
That makes a lot of sense.
And let's see if we see any other. All right, so this is the huge jump. Part 6, 41.5% of players finish this. Vice 2, let's say later on towards the end of the game, part 13, 2.3% players. People are not finishing this game, dude.
That's pretty shitty.
At least on Steam.
Yeah.
So it tells me that, like I said in our review, fantasy at the beginning, boom, brings you up, right? Great high fantasy setting for RPG. Then it just dips down.
Yeah.
And the dialogue and everything just starts fading away after you meet a certain character. But that character is fucking Tosh, who's the worst RPG character of all time ever created. Because of this gendermancer lead that had to push that character into this story.
Yeah.
So like we said in our review, the devs ruined their own game. And stop blaming the grifters. Stop blaming the players. It is your own fault, BioWare. Your own fault.
That's
for
funny.
This game's failure.
Andy said he met her or him or whatever, and he said, "Oh, it's just the trans character." No, it's a gendermancer. Get it right, Andy. Have to correct you.
Yep. All right. So let me exit and stop sharing. Okay, Grant. That's it, dude. That's the news.
That's the news.
That's it.
Well, there's not much happening. We're kind of like you said. We're in that period.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff happening. All right, so we got Dragon Quest 3 coming out, HD 2D remake.
I'm on it.
In 2 days on the 14th. That's going to be immediate buy for me.
Yep.
I still need to. I'm playing Metaphor Refantasio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be able to finish it by the time it releases, so I'll play it later. At least Dragon Quest, I'll play it later. But Metaphor, now that is an RPG.
Yeah,
like that is it's Atlas. It's very similar to Persona 5, so get ready for dialogue.
No shit, yeah.
But
lots of dialogue.
It's in a more of a medieval setting, very similar to almost every aspect of Persona games, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're increasing your little knowledge points and all that stuff. You're increasing your bond with your companions, and it's going by a day cycle. So every day you have a night or afternoon and night cycle that you have to do certain things, and it goes through the day. So you have to be very picky in what you do. Same thing as Persona 5 and all other Personas, right?
Yeah.
But it's really good. Dude, that music and Metaphor is insane, dude.
It's good.
Like, it's really good. Like, that soundtrack is one of the best I've heard in a long time.
That's cool.
But yeah, Metaphors turn out to be good. Might do a review for it once I finish it. Okay. All right, Grant. You ready for that top 10 list?
Yeah.
All right. So this is our top 10 most alpha game characters and or experiences that we've seen in video games.
Okay.
Grant, number 10.
Who was this by? Who requested this?
Craig Fletcher.
All right.
On a roll.
That's right.
I
got an honorable mention.
Keep on doing those top 10s, Craig.
Yep. I got an honorable mention.
You got an honorable mention? Okay. All right, but if anyone wants us to do a top 10 list, once you guys watch this video, it'll be up on YouTube.
Good or bad?
Good or bad top 10 list, worst, best, whatever. Just respond to any of our videos, including this one. That's on YouTube, Rumble, whatever. All right, Grant, go ahead. Give me your runner-ups.
My honorable mention is Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Little Mac?
I mean, you're talking about a guy who goes toe-to-toe with the best in the world and then beats Mike Tyson. We're not talking about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson. We're talking about prime Mike Tyson.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, of course.
Mine is Chris Redfield.
Okay.
That's a runner-up from the Resident Evil series.
Okay.
He's pretty alpha.
Yeah.
I remember wasn't Resident Evil 8? Towards the end, you get to play with him, and he has a M16 and everything like that. You know, after you've been playing the other guy, you know, getting waxed by things. But Chris Redfield comes in with like full combat gear and M16 and just mowing down everything.
You're like wondering where those.
That was a very alpha scene.
Yeah,
alpha gameplay right there.
Okay.
So that's my runner-up, Chris Redfield.
All right, here we go. Number 10 for me.
Hit it.
Zelda Ocarina of Time, the final showdown between Link and Ganondorf.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good showdown.
Yep. I remember when that happened. And I was like, oh, here you go. And the music started hitting. The music.
Mm-hmm.
You worked all the way up to that point, man. And it was great, man.
I would also say this one didn't on my list, but Breath of the Wild Ganon fight was awesome too.
Yeah, it was.
Like at the end, I thought that was awesome too. Running around on the horse, shooting with golden arrows. I mean, it was mixed of new and classic all put together.
Let me tell you what I hated about that though. The only thing I hated, the game itself was a masterpiece. Great game.
I thought you were about to say something there, buddy.
Hold on. I hated the ending. Let me just tell you why. Because it was like, thank you, Link. And that was it wasn't like
your life. Zelda.
I know. It wasn't like
Save
this
your kingdom.
Like I was expecting like this big like cinematic thing,
kiss him,
you know,
or do something,
whatever. But it was just like she's like basically gave you like the old 1980s thumbs up, like thank you, and that was it. That was it. That was the end of the game. It's kind of like the people just like either went on vacation and they couldn't get back in time to finish the endings. They're like, all right, let's just leave it like that.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
All right, Grant, my number 10 is John Marston from Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
Okay.
Former outlaw, trying to redeem himself. I mean, he's like the cowboy, the quintessential masculinity in that game. But definitely a great game, too, at the same time. I mean, that you could list so many things in that game that was awesome. That was very masculine. But yeah, he's John Marston. Definitely my number 10.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 9, Ryu Hayabusa, Ninja Gaiden.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That the scene from the first Ninja Gaiden where, well, you know where they like running through the field and they jump in the air and they like,
yeah.
I don't know what they were supposed to be doing, but because I mean, it was on 8-bit
slash.
Yeah, it was on 8-bit.
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know, man. Just him, because he's always fighting the demons and all this other stuff, trying to save the same girl. God,
yeah.
At some point, she needs to just stay home.
Yeah. All right, Graham. My number 9 is Dante.
Okay.
From Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Like you could, like he's very pretty boy.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, but he's
Like
also
me?
like he has that cocky attitude and all the stylish combos and stuff like that. I mean, he's masculine.
Yeah.
And all of like I didn't like Devil May Cry. Was it 2 or 3 that was really bad?
It's probably 3. I think it was 3.
I can't remember. It was one of those 2 that was really bad. But Devil May
it was
Cry
3.
1, and skipping that one, then all the rest ones I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it was 3 because Capcom, they did the same thing to Onimusha 3. Because those games were like coming out simultaneously.
I just remember the level design being so like repetitive. It was really bad. But yeah, Dante, dude, number 9 for me.
Number 8 for me, Simon Belmont. You got to have some nuts to go against Dracula, to go against the dead.
I mean, against his army.
Yeah.
You got to have some nuts.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Just, going back and forth. And then I didn't really like Simon's Quest. I'm sorry I didn't.
It was okay.
It was okay. It was just weird. Like,
it was weird.
Because, you had, like, there's a lot of stuff you had to have, like, the Nintendo Power for, because like there's this, there's like the point in the game where you have to like go to the you have to like have the red jewel selected and then like kneel at like a wall and then like this tornado picks you up, takes you to the next area. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know how to do that? You know what I mean? Like, at what point in the game does it tell you that? Oh, it tells you that, but it's just like it's like a cryptic message. It's like, "Forest thou kneel while holding the red stone," or just something. Like, I'm 6. Like, how am I supposed to know that?
Yeah. All right, Grant. What was that? Number 8?
That was number 8.
Number 8.
Okay,
number 8. Leon Kennedy.
Okay.
Another Resident Evil guy.
Yeah.
My runner-up was Chris Redfield. I was kind of debating, but Leon's just been the kind of the go-to recently,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Leon Kennedy, I mean, Resident Evil 2 and a bunch of other Resident Evils, Leon's always been a badass dude. Even the animations, some of them are really good. And they make him into that. He went from this kind of not scared, but rookie cop into what he is now in the Resident Evil saga.
Yeah.
He's just a complete badass dude.
Yeah. Number 7, Arthur Morgan. Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good, dude.
Yeah, that's my boy. Because he is the man who does not give any fucks whatsoever.
Really
not at all. And that's what made knowing that about him is what made the game. Because, like, whenever you have a character, all right, so like if you have a character who's supposed to be good, like if he talks good and he's very nice and polite, you have to play him in a good way. You know what I mean? So like you're not going to do any foul shit to people. You know what I mean? If you're given the choice, you're going to play the good guy. But this guy right here, it don't matter. So like if you see people on the side of the road,
shoot a motherfucker if you want to.
Yeah. If you see him on the side of the road, you go run over him with your horse. Like I love characters like that, man, because like I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes when I play a game, I have a conscience, man. It's kind of like if I know he's a good guy, like I can't play him in a bad way. I don't know why it's like that. Like anytime I play a game, that like if I want to play a good guy, like I always answer like the hero answers and the nice answers.
Well, he was like ruggedness and honor.
Yeah,
like he had the honor personality, but you could play the honor how you kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
Like justify what you did.
The honor was only like when it was, like you said, when it was justified. But when it comes to like people on the side of the road, like, help me, I'm running you over with my horse.
That was my number 7 too, by the way.
Okay, there you go.
That's why I was laughing earlier.
No.
But yeah, Arthur Morgan's awesome. All right,
Yep.
Grant, go ahead and do your number 6.
All right, so number 6 is a scene. The game, God of War. The scene is Kratos versus Baldur.
Okay.
The first fight. When he first meets him. You know,
Yeah,
when he
that's
first meets
really
him?
good.
Because he
Yeah,
doesn't
good
know why he
cinematic.
can't kill. He doesn't know why he can't kill him. You know, and he's throwing him through rocks. I'm talking about they're dropping houses on each other. They're dropping mountains on each other. They're like throwing them through trees and big ass boulders and stuff like that. And all to protect his son. You know, so Kratos, it's cool because Kratos has been, you know, in the game, you know, he's kind of just been mild, you know what I mean? Just kind of somber and stuff like that, just kind of mild. But in this fight, he turns into the God of War. I'm talking about he gets, you know, you see the old Kratos. And no, I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh my God. What is his, what are those whip blades called?
Oh God, I don't know.
Oh my God. Why can't I think of those blades? Anyway, that scene when he gets them.
Yeah.
And then like right after that, he goes fighting with them.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. But yeah, Kratos, dude. I thought you were going to say the scene when in the older games when the camera kind of turns and he starts pounding this girl.
Oh yeah.
On the bed.
Yeah.
Like I thought that you were just going to say that. I was like, yeah, that's masculine right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had several of those in those older games.
Yeah.
Of him getting with women right at
Yeah. Oh yeah.
those off scene or those camera kind of fade away stuff.
The dude had the women, man.
Yeah. All right, Grant. My number 6 is
We're on number. Oh yeah, number 6. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I haven't done my number 6.
Hey, I'm trying to keep order here.
My number 6 is Solid Snake.
Okay.
Metal Gear series. So just cool, collective, calm in all situations, majority of the time in all the games. Such an awesome character. Probably, I would say still one of the best video game characters of all time. In that category, you can put him in. But yeah, I mean, he is the embodiment of masculinity, if you think about it, especially in how he's characterized and how they make him in all those games. So that's my number 6, Solid Snake.
Okay. Number 5. My number 5 is Geralt of Rivia.
Damn, number 5, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put him down all there? That's pretty low.
Dude, my number 1 is, you didn't think of this number 1. I'm telling you, when I explain my number 1 to you, you're going to be like, okay.
Right. Yeah, Geralt's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like him?
I mean, the way he just is, man. I mean, the way he just goes around and he takes no shit from nobody.
Yeah, he is. I like how he talks very calm to people.
Yeah.
And then he'll just cut their damn heads off, you know, once he finds out something. But yeah, he's always been a really cool character.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, all his romances. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
like
yeah.
He has all these women that fall for him. And, you know, you can see that in Witcher 3 because you get to see all his dialogue options with all of them. But especially like the unicorn thing with Yennefer. Yeah. All right, Grant. My number 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Duke Nukem.
Motherfucker.
Okay. That was your number 1?
That's my number 1. That is my. I'll explain why. Go ahead though.
Well, this dude's just hyper masculine. I mean, he could be top easily, easily, but I kind of went to who, you know, appealed to me more, but Duke Nukem's right up there, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want him to make a new Duke Nukem because of how today's world is.
Oh yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Because they will dumb him down.
Mm-hmm.
They need to keep him in the last generation. They did try to bring it back, but they didn't really bring him back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if they do bring it back, I hope they do him justice.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust some of these game designers with them.
All right. Number 4, since you run my number 1. Number 4. Solid Snake versus Liquid Snake, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So that was probably that was for PlayStation at the time. That was probably one of the greatest boss fights at the time.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Grant, my number 4, Doom Guy from the Doom series.
It's actually Doom Slayer. It's actually called Doom Slayer, Ed. Get it right.
Whatever. But he epitomes, he's epitome of masculinity. That's an easy get go. He's an alpha. I love the rock and roll music that you get in all the games. And
you mean the knockoff Metallica music?
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to the new one.
So if you go back and if you know about Metallica and you know their lineup of music, if you go back and play Doom and Doom 2 or whatever, they try to actually get Metallica to let them use their music for this game. And Metallica, of course, you know how they are. They said no. So what they did was they made knockoffs of the song. So you'll hear like Master of Puppets, but it's not really Master of Puppets. But you kind of, if you know it, then you can say, okay, this is what it's supposed to be, and things like that. But yeah, they had great music.
Yeah, dude, Doom is such an awesome game franchise. All right, Grant, go ahead.
Number 3, Kratos. That's it. The man. Dude is the man. Didn't
you already say that? Or no, you mentioned the fight. You mentioned the fight.
Yes, yeah, I mentioned now the character himself. From God of War 1 to ripping off Icarus's wings, and just going through, like, basically killing Zeus, killing, sticking his fingers in people's eyes and stuff like that, and all kinds of stuff, man.
I would say Kratos. I would say the older games, is his where he's more I'm not going to say. He's still masculine in the new games, but older games, he's just in pure alpha.
Yeah.
Like, no one can change his damn mind.
Yeah.
In the newer games, you kind of start seeing his fatherly, which is also masculine, but you see his fatherly side in the newer games.
Like he ripped Medusa's head off.
Yeah. But when it comes to like badassery, probably his earlier games when it comes to attitude. But of course, he's not a family man yet.
Yeah.
So it's different. It actually kind of shows the involvement. Like, because when I was in the Marine Corps, before I got married, like, I was all about trying to get in a fight, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a family yet.
Yeah.
And I was all about wanting to get in a fight. I was all alpha dog all the time, 24/7. Then I met my wife and had my daughter. Then totally changed.
Yeah.
Like, I want to spend time with my daughter. I'll go when I need to go, but I wanted to, raise my daughter right and not be always away from her, which I was kind of away from her sometimes, but it still worked out. But that's kind of like I look at his progression like that too, because in the earlier God of Wars, he was very just brutal to get the job done. Then you kind of see more of his softer side as he marries, or has, I guess, she's his wife, and then has his son. So yeah, that's a good one. All right, Grant, my number 3 is actually a scene.
Okay.
One of the most badass scenes ever. You know what that is?
What?
When Cloud steals that motorcycle and jumps out of the window. I'm talking about back in what was it, 95, 96? When did that game come out?
1997.
97, dude. That scene of him jumping out that window in that motorcycle and then spinning around, dude, that's masculine as hell. That was still to date one of the tightest scenes, and I liked how they did it in a remake.
Yeah,
they did justice in the remake too.
Yep.
But I got chills watching in a remake because I brought back those memories. But still, one of the awesome, most alpha scenes there is to date. That's my number 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Grant.
All right, number 2. Grand Theft Auto, the prostitutes, and then beating them up and taking the money back.
Dude, what the fuck?
Okay, so let me tell you something. Let me tell you why this is number 2 and not number 1. Number 2 is because you've never seen any thing like this in a video game ever. Like, you would never have thought this was even possible. Like, I didn't know that was I never attempted it because I didn't know you could do that. Like, I didn't even think you could do that until somebody said, "Man, you can get your money back, don't you?" I said, "How?" You're like, "Yeah, just take the bat and take the bat and hit them with it." Oh man,
jeez, dude,
we're getting canceled.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
dude.
so you're already a gangster, all right? So you're already a gangster on the street making money, right? You might as well just go follow it up with.
That's not masculine, dude. That's called being a fucking criminal.
Well, hey.
I guess that is masculine in some way. All right.
You're
You're
letting them know who runs the streets. Oh man.
All right, dude. My number 2.
Okay. We're on number 2, man.
My number 2 is Master Chief from Halo.
All right.
Just a silent, deadly mother effer.
Yeah.
That's all he is. Silent and deadly. He talks sometimes, but it's all about getting the job done and killing those Covenant bastards.
Yep.
Great character. Still one of the best characters to date. Hopefully they can, I guess, pick it up a little bit better than from Infinite and continue his story correctly. But yeah, Master Chief, dude. I hate what they did to him in the damn TV series. What a failure that was.
No, well, you
should have been canceled after the first season. I don't know what they were doing with him.
They're trying to make it worse. They're
trying to make him into a hot, soft human side and he was getting his ass kicked in some places. I'm like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
All right. And then to make him into a psycho, and then he's in love with some fucking human that's working with the Covenant. It was just such a stupid show. And it's like those guys had all that. It's just like we did with The Witcher on Netflix, all that source material. And they said, fuck it, we're going to do our own thing. I hate that. So, but anyway, Master Chief is going to stay at my number 2. Okay, Grant, you're number 1.
All right, man. Number 1, of course, since Ed already run it, it's my boy Duke Nukem. Slaying hell and getting tail. That was his. That was his. I mean, what else you do? I mean, you're sitting there killing demons and banging chicks. I mean, what more masculine can you get?
Yep. All right, Grant. Number 1, you already put it up there, but Geralt.
Okay.
Arivia.
It's not the Grand Theft Auto.
It's not that. Although you can kind of do stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Geralt was just. I've loved every Witcher. Witcher 3 was just a masterpiece of a game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
His personality in every situation is awesome, calm, collective, and he kind of became that fatherly figure too, with Ciri, in the games and stuff like that. But it's always been one of my most favorite alpha characters. And still one of my most favorite video game characters or fictional characters you can think of. So that's my number 1.
Well, that is our top 10. If you got a top 10 list, like we said at the beginning, shoot us a message. Leave it on the comment. And we'll put a lot of thought into it. Dude, I'm not wrong about the Grand Theft Auto. I'm telling you. Hey, you got respect.
Golly, dude, that's hilarious. All right,
but the thing about it is, I didn't know you can get your money back until somebody told me about it. That's the thing. I thought once you paid, that was it.
Just beating up prostitutes every fucking minute of that game. That's
I'm saying. All you had to do is whenever they got out the car, you get out your bat.
There's no way. See, this is the reason why we're never going to.
We can go get canceled.
We're done.
It's all right.
We're done, dude.
It's all right.
This is who we are.
Hey,
I hope you guys like it because
this is who we are. Hey, you asked us.
You want a grassroots Gaming
Hey.
podcast. This is it.
This is it, man. I'm saying you wanted to know. We gave it to you.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna get caught a misogynist.
Oh,
It's okay.
buddy.
That's all
Get
right.
ready for it.
That's all right. They'll be
Who
at my
cares?
house like Nick Fuentes or whatever his
cares,
name is.
man?
They could be outside.
I know. All right, Grant, go ahead and wrap us up, dude.
Hold on, dude. We can't be wrapped up quite yet. We got one more thing to talk about.
What is that?
The season finale of the Penguin.
Oh, yeah. Is that not the best villain origin story ever made?
It was great.
TV?
And I knew. I told my wife, I was like, look, because she thought because she somehow she liked Sophia at the end. Like she kind of felt bad for her and understood. And I was like, who are you? You know?
Yeah.
And I knew he wasn't going to kill her. I knew he wasn't going to. Because she is the Hangman in the comics. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, I knew that would. But I did not see my boy. Can't believe he did that to my boy Vic, man. Like you could have just let him. Should just let him go, man.
Yeah, but when I was watching it, I was like, "There's no way is DC going to do what Marvel does, is make us like the villain and give him like, kind of redeeming qualities and stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what DC was doing, but they said no. He is a true villain.
Well, the way they flipped it, because I'm not going to lie, everybody liked the Penguin. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's cool." I did too.
Like he was taking care of the community.
Yep, exactly.
Taking care of his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
And that final episode just tore all that shit up.
Yep. And the thing about it is like once he killed Vic, because my wife was like, she tried to justify it. She said, well, maybe he's just passed out. He'll wake up. I said, you didn't hear him snap his neck? I said, no, he's dead. But she was like, I hate him now. I was like, well, that was the point. That was the point.
That's what they did. They did it justice, making him a villain, someone you do not like.
Exactly. And I was just trying to explain to her, I was like, he's a bad guy. Like he's psycho. I mean, that's what he is. He's a sociopath. So,
and Colin Farrell came out and said he does have several scenes in the new Batman. So I wonder how they're going to play that into the movie, Batman 2.
I kind of just, man, it's such a good show, man. God damn it. I hate
already in talks of trying to think about doing a season 2. Like Colin Farrell said he will come back for season 2 as long as the writing's strong.
Yeah, well,
as strong as the first one.
Yeah.
And they come to agreement.
And that bank account got to be strong too, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does. For him to be wearing that damn suit. Like I still don't, every episode, I still don't say, is that Colin Farrell? Like that doesn't come to my mind when he's acting.
I never, because it doesn't even look close like him. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even.
Yeah. I mean, it's just insane.
And he's Irish or whatever, so he's got an Irish accent in real life.
And I said that it's the greatest villain origin story on TV, but it's really one of the best series I've watched in a very, very long time.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think his portrayal of the Penguin's on par with Heath Ledger's The Joker?
I got to put it up there, dude.
It's
amazing. It is really, really good. Like Heath Ledger died afterwards.
Yeah.
And so he kind of has that legendary, that iconic thing going because no one could portray the Joker like he did. Nobody is ever going to be able to do what Colin Farrell does.
Sorry, Danny DeVito, you've been removed.
You're done. It's not even the same tier level, bro. Colin Farrell.
Man.
So I would say they got to be at least neck and neck, dude.
Yeah. It's up there. I think the top 3 to me villains is Farrell, Kingpin. D'Onofrio is the Kingpin, man, because that's good too.
He's really good with that.
Or is that his name? Is that how you say it? D'Onofrio? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, man, the Penguin is just. If you guys haven't watched it, you gotta watch it. Yeah. I mean,
and if you know anything about, so I mean, you're like, oh, you spoiled it, man. The comics have been out for 60 or 70 years. You know what the Penguin is. You know what I mean? Like,
if you're looking for like, you want that Soprano itch, and that, I guess a good comic book series.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something like that, if you like the Sopranos, you're going to love the Penguin.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got to watch it if you guys haven't yet. It's a fantastic series.
Yeah, it was better than House of Dragons.
It was.
It was better than House of
Easily.
Dragons.
Yeah.
God,
And
man.
I love House of Dragons.
Yeah, I do
it's
too.
way
But
better.
man,
Penguin is way
God,
better.
man, I hope they do a season 2. I hope they bring it back. I hope they, even if it's after the next Batman, you know what I mean, just to kind of continue on or whatever.
It'd be smart of them, right? Like, don't kill him in the next Batman, but keep playing his character. Show his character a lot, and at least keep promoting his character in the next.
I don't think Batman ever kills any of his villains. I think he just throws them.
Well,
in
you know
Arkham.
what I mean, like throw him in jail and kind of get rid of him, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But then bring him back after the movie, maybe a year or two later.
Man, but the crazy thing about it is they could do that with all the villains. I wouldn't mind seeing a Catwoman. I don't care. As long as the writing's good. I don't give it.
Girl did.
Yeah.
From
Zoe
the first,
Kravitz.
the last Batman.
Yeah. Zoe Kravitz.
Really good.
And she's hot. So
yeah, she is.
But the thing about it is, it's like, as long as the writing. Here's the thing: is as long as the writing's good, it's all that matters. That's 99% of it. Because if the acting's good and the writing's terrible, it's still not good.
Just get me lost in the story.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta do. I
would love to see
push
one.
agendas.
I would love to see one about the Riddler, or like how he became how he is, like what made him become. You know what I mean? Yeah. Edward Nygma. You know what I'm saying? Like the story.
You would want that actor back?
I mean, he did a good job.
Yeah, why not? I thought he did a pretty good job too.
Yeah. I mean, especially the Joker. But the thing about it is like, I don't think the Joker ever had a name, did he? So you'd have to like. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's end it there.
All right, dude. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Go check us out follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X. We're most vocal on X and YouTube. We're getting there. We're actually doing a little bit more on TikTok. So
we're getting there.
Yeah. If you hit us up on there, we'll. It might take us a little while. It might take us a little longer. But if you want to talk to us now, Twitter, YouTube. That's where you'll get. That's where you'll get us quicker.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see y'all Friday, guys. Anything for you? You got anything else to say?
So this video will be up on YouTube and all of our other socials, but you can also catch the audio versions on Apple, Spotify, and we also do a audio version for YouTube too. So this is whatever you want to do.
That way, if you don't want to see Ed's face because he's ruined it, and you just want to see mine, I can make that happen too.
Well, they can't barely see your face anyway because your fucking camera's garbage.
You know what I did? I left this light on. That's what it was. That's the problem.
Was it only that?
Okay.
Was it your shitty computer?
Once I turn it off, it turns into 1580p.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a shitty laptop.
8K turns into 8K.
Shitty laptop.
Turns into 8K on you.
All right. Go ahead.
You done talking?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all Friday. Again, you got top 10. Drop it. We'll have it then. Peace.
Peace.